Welcome back to Keto by Volume. As we start to approach summer, there's one thing I think of when we get close to June: lemonade stands. I think of like all the times as a kid, making little lemonade stands. And now that I'm older, like, where are the lemonade stands for adults? I want lemonade with, alcohol in it. Like, where are those for us? All right, that requires a permit. Yeah, that makes it a little difficult. But you can make your very own alcoholic lemonade at home. This week we're gonna do something that I just learned about. I love lemonade, I love whiskey, and I found this amazing drink that I wanna share with you guys. And we're gonna talk about the history and all the trials and tribulations that come with it. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a Lynchburg lemonade. Tony Mason created this drink in 1980, and subsequently it was also subject of a lawsuit in 1987, Mason versus Jack Daniel's Distillery. Mason alleges that a Jack Daniel's sales representative came into his bar, somehow found out his recipe, which he claims is a trade secret, and then later on Jack Daniel's launched a national campaign promoting the drink without giving Mason any credit. Mason actually won this trial, which is incredible, but the courts of Alabama didn't award him any money. The presiding judge actually offered $1 out of his own pocket to Mason, since he wasn't awarded any damages. In an odd twist, Mason actually appealed the court's decision, which he won, by the way, but he appealed the decision, trying to prove that he had claims for compensatory damages. In the appeal, Jack Daniel's ended up winning instead. Let's talk about our ingredients. Today, we're going to use 1.5 ounces of whiskey. We're going to use a ½ ounce of sugar-free orange flavored syrup. We're going to use a ½ ounce of cold water to cut that syrup down. We're going to use an ounce of lemon from a fresh lemon, and we're going to use 5 ounces of a lemon lime soda, such as Diet 7. As for our tools, it's just as simple as lemonade. We've got a highball glass. I've got a mixing glass because my highball glass is a little small on the top, and a bar spoon for mixing, for stirring. Whatever. So the preparation for Lynchburg lemonade is pretty darn easy. Again, just like lemonade. First, we're going to take some of that ice and we're actually going to put it in our highball glass to start chilling the glass. Just like that, about halfway full. Now we're going to take and we're going to mix everything into our mixing glass. We're going to take our orange syrup here. We're going to pour that in. We're going to take our water, pour that in. We're going to take our whiskey and pour that in. And then we're going to get our lemon juice real quick here. And I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it into my jigger like I have before. You can use bottled lemon juice, but I find that if you use an actual lemon, it ends up being much more robust. It tastes a lot more like a fresh lemonade, which is really nice. Again, I still haven't gotten a reamer. Forgive me as I get some seeds in there. Go me. Probably need to fish those out real quick. Don't do the same thing I did. Don't drop seeds in it. It's not supposed to be a crunchy drink, so definitely try to avoid that. I thought I fully de-seeded this lemon before I started filming. Clearly I did not. So let's finish getting that lemon juice in there. And of course, fruit is kind of a gamble. So this half of the lemon I thought I was going to get a full ounce of, I'm not. So I need to grab the rest of my lemon. All right, now that I got my lemon here, let's go ahead and finish getting that ounce out of it. As I lose another seed in there. Today is just not my day, guys. Not my day. So let's get that other seed out real quick. Now that we have fully de-seeded our lemon juice, we can actually go ahead and pour that in. There we go. Finally. Crack open our soda. And we're gonna put about 5 to 6 ounces, depending on how you're feeling. So about half of the can. Remember to tilt your glass so you don't lose all of the effervescence. And that is about 5 ounces. So we're gonna give it a quick stir. Nice and gentle, so don't lose too much. And then we're gonna go ahead and pour that in. I'm gonna have to wait for some of the fizz to come down a little bit here. Nice and slow. And look at that. Perfect fill. All right. Now we're just gonna grab our garnish, which has no seeds in it, by the way. And we're gonna go ahead and plop that bad boy in there. And that's a bit of a big piece, but that's all right. And we're gonna add our straw. And there we go, our Lynchburg lemonade. Coming in at 105 calories, this Lynchburg lemonade has only 2 net carbs, all of which come from the lemon juice. And as always, we have our resident normie Liam to come and taste our drink. I'm not saying hi to you. I've said hi enough times. Yeah. We know who you are. I know you.
I would hope so.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out.
It's not the ready dress? Oh, this all looks funny.
So, Lynchburg lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you had a normal Lynchburg lemonade before?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So then you have the necessary qualifications to test this drink.
I guess.
Well, go ahead and take a taste.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That is, that's a sleeper.
Sleeper. Another one of those sleeper drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, it tastes like lemonade. You don't taste the whiskey in it at all.
Yeah.
Just a hint of orange.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sweet, not too bitter. Perfect summer drink.
Yeah, no, like I said earlier in the video, I think of lemonade stands in June, and this kind of gives me that adult lemonade kind of feeling. So.
It reminds me of homemade lemonade.
Mm-hmm. Not that crap you buy in a bottle.
No. I remember when I was growing up, we had lemon and lime trees in our yard. My mom used to make real lemonade on there, and how good it was. And that's kind of the same idea. So there's no bite of alcohol in this.
Yeah, so it's like that little taste of home, kind of homey lemonade.
Yeah, and like I said, there's no bite of whiskey in it, so that makes it really scary.
Especially knowing that there is a full 1.5 ounces in that.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Really scary.
So scale of 1 to 10.
I'd say you're probably between a 9 and 10.
Sweet. I'm so excited. I'm all excited because we've gotten 2 9 to 10s in the last 3 weeks. I know last week was a little not so much, but
yeah, the dark and stormies are not my favorite type of drink.
Yeah. So ginger. Ginger and lime. Clearly you're more of a lemon and orange person. Citrusy.
Yeah,
nice
citrus and sweet.
Citrus and sweet, yeah.
Always nice to know when your horizons are expanded a little bit from, just being sweet and sugary drinks to citrusy. Sour.
Technically, this is actually considered a sour drink.
Which is interesting, because I'm not one to think that I would ever like sour.
So how does it compare to the original?
You can't tell any difference.
Yeah.
You really can't. The original isn't like any sweeter. There's really no difference in the flavor, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, the only difference we really did here compared to the normie version of this is we just had to swap out the triple sec. Yeah. Can't do triple sec in keto because it is full of sugar. It's so instead we just use the orange syrup and kind of cut it with a little bit of water so it's not as thick.
Right.
Ideally you could make your own triple sec and it'd be better, but use what you got on hand, realistically.
There's no need to. this tastes exactly the same. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. You got all the components for the drink right here. You are not going to notice any difference. It tastes like lemonade, and homemade lemonade is homemade lemonade.
So I actually found out about this drink, what was it, last week? Last week, and I was like, this might be my new favorite. Like, it is so good. I had never even heard of this drink at all. If you've never had one, try it. It is so good. And I think I mean, whiskey and 7-Up go together really well together already, but you add that little bit of lemon and that little bit of orange in there, and
you're not going to be disappointed.
Awesome.
It's like I said, it is literally, if you think of an 80, 85 degree day, sitting out on your porch, in your shorts, kicking back and thinking that it's a really hot day, and you drop one of these on your table and just sip on it, you're going to be in heaven.
Okay, this may be a really controversial question because I know how much you like this brand specifically, but if you had to choose between this or a Mike's Hard Lemonade, which one would you pick?
Ooh, I'd probably take this one. This one's
really?
Actually got less bite than a Mike's Hard Lemonade, which is hard to say because Mike's Hard Lemonade is literally the same thing. Same thing. So
you would choose a keto drink over an easy bottled normie drink?
I think so.
Wow.
This has a lot more of a homemade taste.
Yeah.
So
more fresh, more clean.
It's more fresh, it's more clean, it's more crisp.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what appeals to me. And as fast as it is to make, there's no reason why you wouldn't.
It's pretty easy. Like I kind of drew it out a little for you guys. Like
it's quick.
You put all the ingredients in a if you have a better highball glass than I do, you just put them in a glass and you just stir it up and you're done. Real easy. So we already kind of covered where you could see yourself drinking this. And so if you were stuck in your home, as we all still are, and you had these ingredients on hand, how many of these do you think you could drink?
Way more than I should.
Way more than you should.
Yeah. And like I said, it tastes like lemonade. And I mean, this is one of these kind of drinks that if you've been out mowing the yard, or you're working in the yard and stuff like that, be really, really careful on making these. If you're thirsty, you can down this drink in like literally in one sitting. And you're going to go back for another and another. You got to be real careful.
I'm not thirsty, and I just want to like deck this drink. So I keep trying not to, because we got to make the thumbnail, guys, right? We got to do the outro, but I want all of it now.
I should have made two.
Technically I could have. But yeah. Well, this is easily one of my new favorites. I know that you kind of mentioned when I made it the first time that it might become one of your new favorites.
It is. It is definitely and easily in my top 5 favorites. So
yeah. And funny story, we normally don't agree on alcohol. Like, this is not a common thing for us. Like, do you know how long it took me to get him to enjoy whiskey? Like, gosh, what, 6-7 years? Well, you know what? Thank you so much, Liam, for joining us and tasting our drink. I really appreciate it. I always love getting to use you as our little guinea pig.
For the most part, I don't mind it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
As always, thank you for joining us on Keto by Volume. Be sure to like, subscribe, click that little bell button on YouTube to get updates on our new videos, or follow us on Facebook to get the immediate updates. I think this drink is hitting different of our videos. And as always, guys, drink responsibly, drink keto.